jokes. No, seriously, those were not fake laughs. He's a fake fucking laugher, and I was sitting next to him, and those were not fake laughs. But, FYI, I'm drunk. Here we go. Yeah, I got a beer up here, thank you. I've been wanting to do stand-up since I was about in the 9th grade. And I've been out of high school for about 6 years now. And I've been so much of a pussy to actually come up here and do it. Honestly, so much of a pussy. I started using tampons. And I was left with nothing but just shit-covered cotton balls. And I was like, what the fuck? Block the scaredness, do something, Jesus. And anyways, yeah, so I stopped using tampons and you know, one time it got past where I could grab the string and I had to go to the doctors. It was very embarrassing. I told them I was held down and raped by somebody, but rather than raping me, they put a tampon in my ass. And he said, did you file a police report? And I said, no, are you an idiot? What man would do that? I came to you. Thank you. I don't know why, but for some reason, every single woman in my life decides to just try to contradict everything that I do, including my doctor. And the first time I met her, she's a new doctor. She's like, oh, I'm Dr. So-and-so, nice to meet you. I'm like, yeah, nice to meet you, my name's David. She's like, you know, do you use drugs? And I was like, explain drugs. She's like, pot? And I was like, explain drugs? And so anyway, she's like, you know, cocaine, methamphetamine, are you a methamphetamine user? And I was like, no, I'm not, but I have tried cocaine and methamphetamine more than once. And she's like, well, they're bad for you, you should stop using them. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with that. And she goes, do you smoke? And I'm like, are you talking about pot? What? She's like, no. No! Man in the bathroom? No, anyway, she says no. And I say, well, I smoke cigarettes if that's what you're asking. And she says, well, you know, you shouldn't smoke cigarettes because cigarettes cause cancer. And I'm like, yeah, I've heard. And she's like, all right, well, let's try to quit smoking. And I'm like, yeah, I'll try. And I go back to her a month later, and the first thing she says, because, you know, the nurse takes your blood pressure and all that bullshit, checks your ear, your tongue, all that kind of crap. And so the doctor will be with you any minute now. 30 minutes later, the doctor comes in. Oh, I'm so busy, bullshit. She comes in and she's like, so are you still smoking? And I'm like, as a matter of fact, I am. And she says, oh, I thought we decided you were gonna quit. And I said, I'm sorry, we? We didn't decide a fucking thing. You told me cigarettes weren't good for me, and I said, yeah, I know. Thank you. And she said, you should try to quit. And I said, I'll think about it. So, that's 1 point up on the doctor, who makes way too much fucking money. But, no. If you're wondering, I'll keep saying no, because that's how nervous I am up here right now. Anyways, thank you. Thank you. Right? No, I've got this friend named Matt, and he's always telling me these, like, crazy stories where they just kind of, like, they don't make any fucking sense whatsoever. And the other day I wake up and he calls me and I'm like, hey man, what's going on? Hey dude, what are you doing? Nothing, I just woke up. Oh dude, you're not gonna believe this, dude. Last night I was beating Jennifer's cheeks, right? Yeah. Dude, the next thing I knew, halfway in, about to come, the clock struck midnight. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean, the clock struck midnight? And he's like, dude, if you ask that question, you don't gotta know. Exactly. That's my life. That. I recently got let go of my job. Oh, right, yeah. It was Target. Fuck Target, by the way. They fucking suck. You will not believe it, even if I told you, man with the fedora. The man with the Target shirt said so. That's how I know it's true. But no, in all honesty, they have these guys they call GLs. And GL stands for group leader. And your group leader is your fucking manager. And he's your boss. And anyways, I come into work and I'm loading trailers by hand. And he comes in and he's like, yeah, you know what? Meet me in my office after work. I gotta talk to you about something. And I'm like, all right, no problem, Brian. His name's Brian, by the way.
Fuck
Brian. Fuck Brian, exactly. Guy with the Target shirt. Boom. But anyways, I wanted to, sir. But Target's got a security group with them, and I don't have a security group with me. But anyways, I go into Brian's office, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, how do you feel I did that night?" And he's like, "Oh, well, you know, I felt you struggled. You struggled. You didn't get your PIPO in." Oh, PIPO's this bullshit that it stands for PIPO in, PIPO out, or pallet in, pallet out. And it's just crap on pallets that, you know, they could just break down and just send down into the trailer, but no, they don't do it because it's a Target way. But anyways, he's giving me all the shit. He says, I felt like you struggled. And I asked him, I was like, how so? I got 2 minutes left. I'll make this joke really quickly, I promise. Anyways, I asked him, how so? And he says, by the way, everybody in the group, I'm drinking Coors Light right now. That is Coors Light, brewed in Colorado. When the mountains are blue, it's cool to drink, so check it out, it's pretty good. But anyways, he tells me, yeah, you know, I felt like you struggled. And I'm like, I've been working here for 60 days. How the fuck did I struggle? And he's like, you know, I felt that loading your trailers, you didn't do that well like you did 2 weeks ago through that piece. And, you know, getting your PIPO in, you know, you didn't do that well through that piece. And, you know, your seed pallets, I didn't feel like you did that well through that piece. And I stopped listening to him at that point, and all I heard was through that piece, through that piece, through that piece. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, when you're done fucking your wife and she asks you, hey, was that as good as it was for me? And you're just like, no, honestly, I wish you could have done better in that fellatio piece, through that piece there. You know, when you put your finger in my ass, I think you could have done better through that piece. When you gave me my kids, I thought you could have done better through that piece. And that's all I got for tonight, but thank you very much. Cheers.